Hi, everyone. My name's Ray Gurn. I'm the founder of Higher Ground Education. We are a school operating platform. We run Montessori schools across the country and soon across the world. And I'm just going to start very briefly by giving you a sense of the big picture issues that inform our approach. So I was a teacher, and then I and my team built the largest Montessori operator in the United States. And we kind of took a step back after a decade of doing that and really thought about what are the fundamental issues, kind of structurally preventing education reform. And we think there's three basic dichotomies. The first is knowledge-centered versus child-centered education. And that when the kind of Prussian model arose out of Bismarck's Germany 150 years ago, the critics of that model took that to be the model of knowledge, and a dichotomy was embedded where there's the people that really care about the psychology and the development of the child, and then there's the people that really understand that knowledge has a certain architecture. And our view is the issue in education is how do you impart a definite set of content and skills while kind of uncompromisingly respecting the agency of the child. And we have views on how to do that. The second issue is early education versus K-12. Whether you look at the public sector or the private sector, the US, internationally, K-12 and early education are two different ecosystems, different funders, different accrediting bodies, different teacher trainings, and it's completely artificial. This is one process for the child, for the parent, for the educator, and vistas of opportunity open up developmentally and kind of commercially, organizationally, if you just see it as one process. So you have charter schools and Head Start programs, or you have the large kind of premium school operators that might tack on a preschool, but they really start at kindergarten, and then you have the daycare operators. And we think that, it's just insane that there's this split. And the final one is within early education, you have the childcare operators that optimize for the needs of the parents, and then the idealistic educators that are kind of uncompromising about the pedagogy for the child, but are closed for 2 weeks, at Christmas break, and don't really, and almost take pride in the fact that they're not daycare. And again, this is a completely artificial and unnecessary split. And so, our vision, just kind of some highlights, is grounded in rejecting that distinction. So personalized learning is the means, but the goal really is human agency. How do you create a child-centered program that is also knowledge-centered, that is really about acquiring those content and skills? An integrated approach from birth to adulthood. We start with infant care, 6 weeks old, and carry it all the way through to high school, thinking about the development of the child over that whole span. And our view is that you cannot solve the problems of K-12 unless you go younger. And then, a customer service orientation, education is delegated parenting. Finally, thinking about, the global child, in a way that's also hyper-local. We have a 4-pillar platform: scalable original curriculum, scalable human capital. Our teacher training will be accredited by the U.S. Department of Ed this fall. The scalable operating system, bringing all the existing technology that we're hearing about here to bear and figuring out how to actually help teachers and heads of schools use it, and then creating our own where we need to. And then, a pretty extensive real estate operation as well. We have 20 schools in the United States with 21 schools with another 20 leases signed by the end of the year. Again, starting with infant programs through high school. So we'll be at 40 by the end of the year. We're opening our first 2 schools in Shanghai and also in Vienna, and looking for the 2 international markets we want to enter in 2021. And this is all basically on the model of what we've done in the past: controlled, disciplined local growth, aggregating to pretty aggressive national growth. So yeah, we are doing our work, enjoying it, and I think building an ecosystem of high structure, high autonomy schools that we own and operate, but would love to talk to anyone that wants to help us now bring this, via opportunity zones to a lower price point. We're premium, expensive schools, or to in some international markets. Thank you.